And welcome back once again, as now I can officially say welcome to year 4. We have plenty of new faces that we need to get used to, plenty of old faces that are getting a lot more opportunities than they've had in the past couple of years. Today we'll be taking on Georgia Tech. I'm going to show you guys some of the players that I'm more worried about, like Devontae Fitzpatrick. Their QB that is just athletic enough to give us some problems if we are not on our P's and Q's, and probably the focal point of their run game being Markel Porter. He's got enough skills, especially having sidestep, downhill, and armbar, if we allow someone like him partnered up with Fitzpatrick to really just grind us away on the ground. We're going to be in for a lot of pain this game. But that is where I expect our defensive line and our linebacking core to really come through for us. Expect to hear a lot of names called over and over again. I'm hoping to hear Lester Hobbs, maybe a little bit of Shelton Pill, maybe even a linebacker that y'all haven't heard that much of, Baraka Lomax, today. We'll have plenty of rotation, as I don't want any one person to really get put through the ringer a little bit too much. And as we move on to one of the receivers, at least, DeBron Gatling. Got to remember these names: Fitzpatrick, Porter, and Gatling. I feel like those are 3 names that are really going to get us, and not to mention they have a superstar tight end, and he is shaken up. So I think that's one thing we'll be able to get away from a guy on their defensive side of the football that I'm worried about is Jason Temple. But let's go ahead and get into this day, as it's Delonte Kitchennings to kick this one off deep for us, as Georgia Tech will simply take a knee. Someone I forgot to mention would be the senior Joseph McVay. Expect to hear his name called. I expect for the quarterback Fitzpatrick to go to him quite a bit. And on 1st and 10, it is a play action. Fitzpatrick goes right side. This one will be caught for a gain of 9. That is a very strong start for this power spread offense. We're going to be trying to figure this offense out relatively quickly, as now Fitzpatrick's going to call his own number on the QB read option. He'll gain 7 yards. Now 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick throwing a little magic downfield, and that is McVay. He will be tackled after only a gain of 3. That having the back flexed out. This one will be caught by the second string tight end. He does not go down easily. And on 3rd and 3, trying to keep this drive going, Fitzpatrick takes the snap. He'll have his tight end. This one will be caught for a 1st down. Just over 3 minutes being played in this game, as Porter will finally get a carry on a day, and that'll be a gain of 3. I believe their tight end is Ronnie Phillips. I believe that's who's going to get the ball in place of their injured tight end is Lester Hobbs. It's going to be the one to have the pass deflection there. Nearly came away with an interception to end this drive. As now Fitzpatrick looking right side. This one will be caught, and he will be short of the 1st down, as one of our starting defensive tackles, Byron Abreu, is shaken up on that play. Georgia Tech attempting a field goal, and it will be no good. Wide to the right. And so Patrick Hakeem, hoping to lead this offense. He was the transfer from Tennessee, the redshirt freshman, hopefully becoming one of the best receivers in football. Will help this offense led by Ryan Puglisi. I gotta get this name right, but he's gonna go outside to Patrick Hakeem. It's gonna be 3rd down, a handoff for Provo. He goes nowhere, and that should be a 3 and out, but instead we're going to go for it on 4th down, as we're not going to accept the 3 and out. And he will be hit as he throws, and that will might as well just be a 4-and-out for us, as now Fitzpatrick looking down the field, and this one's caught right behind the head of Shelton Peel. After a dangerous throw, Fitzpatrick takes a short drop back, a little bit of pressure coming. He's rolling out left side, and he will be brought down by Lester Hobbs after a gain of 4, and Eric Bocelli will be shaken up. They're going to be down a lineman for a while here. Maybe the defense can take advantage of this. As Fitzpatrick goes short, this one will be caught, bringing up 3rd and inches. With goal line formation, Fitzpatrick gets denied by Calvin Garrison. On a 4th and 1 field goal attempt, this kick is up, and this time it is through. So Georgia Tech does get on the board first, leading 3-0 with 5:32 left in the first quarter. Now Ryan Puglisi, hopefully I'm saying that right, will take the snap, hand this one off to Alex Casillas, and he's going to gain 8. Puglisi now steps back, goes over the middle, finds his tight end Addison, who will have the first down. As now in the pistol, Puglisi hands it off to Casillas, and it looks like he's got a little bit of room to the left side, tries to spin out a couple of defenders. Will gain 9, setting it up as a 2nd and 1. As now Puglisi rolling right side. This one will be out quick to Rogers, who will have the first down up to the 49-yard line. And on 1st and 10, another handoff for Casillas. This team is attempting to run this ball down the throat of this Georgia Tech defense. As now Puglisi going left side. This one will be caught by Hakeem. He breaks a tackle. He goes to the left side, and he's taken down after he makes it to that 35-yard line. A play action for Puglisi. He does get rid of this one over to Addison, getting us to 2nd and 1 after a gain of 9. On set 2nd and 1, Puglisi goes short. This one will be caught by Jalen Elder. He's up to the 10-yard line. The offense moving down the field easily. A play action. Puglisi goes short. This one will be caught by Addison. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, though. As we are looking to end the first quarter, we have just under a minute to play. And Casillas barely able to make it back to the line of scrimmage. I'll actually credit him with a gain of 1. On 3rd and 9, it's a screen pass. This one will be caught by Rogers. He's turning it upfield, and he'll be taken down inside the 4. And oh no, Ryan Puglisi has been shaken up on that play along with Barry Walker. The elite quarterback coming over from Georgia has been shaken up, and he has a severe injury to his left leg, it looks like. That's going to bring in Josh Tatum, and he's immediately going to throw a touchdown pass on 4th down to Patrick Hakeem. So Tatum comes in. His first pass of the season is a touchdown. Had we not been able to get Puglisi, I think Tatum would have been our starter, and he's trying to show that he still could fight Puglisi for the starting role, as that was Porter on the carry, losing 1, and that is how the first quarter will end. Now 2nd and 11, another handoff for Porter, another loss of a yard. This defensive line really starting to feast on this offensive line from Georgia Tech, as this one goes for a gain of about 6 to be able to get to 4th and 7. Tatum still in the game. No sign of Puglisi as Nate Rogers gets to the outside, and he's tracked down at the 50-yard line. Had one man to beat, not able to get it there. Casillas takes this one, tries to just bury his head forward for a gain of 3. And now Tatum looking left side, had a man, but incomplete, throw it at the feet. On 3rd and 7, Tatum goes short, finds Patrick Hakeem, the number 1 receiver on this team, who is able to secure a first down. A toss play out to the left side, and Casillas has a little bit of room here before he gets taken down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, there'll be a handoff to Nate Rogers, just 1-2 punch that has been running rampant in the first half of this game. Now play action, Tatum goes short to Forney, and he will get a first down. It's been first down after first down for this UAB offense, as now Casillas again trying to bury his head, a gain of at least 3 yards. A handoff now for James Kuhn, and he goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 7. Tatum steps into this one. Absolutely gets his receiver Elder tattooed. That bring up fourth down, and we would put up another field goal. Well, I say we would put up another, but we put up another 3 points in the form of a field goal. Now, first and 10, Porter actually is going to break the tackles. Could have been tackled down for a loss. Instead, he'll turn that into a gain of 3 yards. On second and 7, Fitzpatrick calls his own number again. He's got a first down and plenty of blockers. Rolls forward up to the 42-yard line. Now, Fitzpatrick will drop back. Looking downfield, he's going to go short, finds his man McVay. That's a gain of 5. Looking to try and tie this game up before the end of the first half, as both UAB is looking to try and continue on the win streak that they had. They end on a 2-game win streak from last year, as this one will be caught for a first down. And Georgia Tech trying to start their season off correctly, as they ended last season 2-10 in the ACC. And they had just a really tough time, fired every coach. So this new coaching staff is looking to try and make things work better for them, as Calvin Garrison will get shaken up on this play that does result in a first down pass from Fitzpatrick. And on said first down, it'll be a handoff to Porter, taken down by Dylan Kidd, starting to rotate the defensive line here, as we've had multiple injuries, shakeups, whatever you want to call it, on the interior. And now Fitzpatrick, a little bit of pressure, throwing this ball downfield. It's nearly picked off. I believe that was Jeremiah Vessel trying to get that pick. Would have been nice to force a turnover. Instead, we're looking at third and 10, and Fitzpatrick goes down the field. And this one is caught on Benji Mulatolo. Excuse me, I'm trying to get that name right. Mulatolo. I'm probably going to get it right real soon. But on second and 9, after the short run, sending a man in motion from the left side, Fitzpatrick going for the screenplay. He wanted Porter, not able to get that connection going. On third and 9, trying to at least secure a field goal here, Fitzpatrick scrambling out to the right side. He's just going to get rid of this one. That brings up fourth down, and Georgia Tech would elect to kick a field goal, and it's wide to the right. Ronnie Phillips will be shaken up on that play. Now, first and 10 for UAB, continuing to try and run this ball, with Casillas will result in a gain of 5. Tatum steps into this one. It'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jalen Addison. And on third and 5, going short to Jalen Elder will result in a fourth down. And UAB, playing the safe option, would punt, giving Georgia Tech a minute and 46 seconds to try and get something going here, as this first down run will result in a gain of 7 to bring up second and 3. On set second and 3 with the clock winding down as they go hurry up. Fitzpatrick looking left side. This one's caught, and he'll be tackled down in bounds by Leonard Fournette. Again with the hurry up. They're trying not to waste too many time. They have 2 timeouts. Georgia Tech, remember what I was saying, they already are 1-0. They want to go ahead and equal their win total from last year. Now, second and 8 after the short completion. Fitzpatrick, he has his eyes downfield. He's going to go a little intermediate here, and Lester Hobbs just does not have the speed to keep up with the back out of the backfield. With just over a minute left, a handoff to Porter. He's got great blocking, and he's carrying defenders inside the 25. 40 seconds left in this first half. There'll be another handoff for Porter, and this time Shelton Pill's able to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. On second and 8, 36 seconds left. It'll be a play action, and Fitzpatrick is going to get sacked. That is Benji Mulatalo. There we go. I told you I was going to get it right. But Benji Mulatalo, coming from the slot, gets the sack on the blitz. And now Fitzpatrick takes a shot to the end zone. It's caught. Come on, Benji. First he gets a sack, then he gives up a touchdown. Back-to-back plays. Gotta take the good with the bad. He is just a freshman trying to get the play time. I'm trying to figure out who's going to be our slot corner between the three corners that we did bring in. As Manny Gage will carry this one out. He picks up a big block, and it looks like he will be gone. 101 yards on the kickoff return touchdown to ensure that we go into halftime with a 7-point lead. As I was saying, we have three freshman corners. I really want to get them on the field, and it's between Tyrone Lasco, Jeremy Durant, and Benji Mulatalo. Right now, Benji is getting the first start of the season, maybe even a second start. I kind of just want to see where some of these guys will fit. I think his skill set kind of fits more in the slot. As we're here in the second half now, a gain of 8 from Casillas. At least you can say this UAB team has been very consistent with its run game. It's been a run-first team. We try to pass there on 2nd and 2. No connection. We're going for a shot on 3rd and 2, and Patrick Akeem not able to outrun the cornerback there, Max Prince. Might as well just be a 3 and out for us. As on 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick, play action. He's hit as he throws, and this one goes out of bounds. Almost had a sack, so you can tell we've actually been able to get close to him. We've only had 1 sack, so we haven't really affected him too much. As this time, Fitzpatrick's pass will be incomplete in and out of the hands of his receiver. On 3rd and 10, he'll be hit as he throws again. Was looking to the right side, and that's going to force a Georgia Tech punt. With UAB having the ball back, again, it's going to be a handoff for Casillas to bring up 2nd and 9. A handoff. No, it's a play action pass for Tatum. He pushes this one downfield looking, and he's not going to get it complete there. Just incomplete, forced by the DB. And Tatum's going to take a horrible sack. At least, what is that? 12, 13-yard sack. Nothing good for us. As now Fitzpatrick has a block on the QB read, and he's going to have a first down. They do go with a little bit of hurry up here, trying to push the envelope. Porter goes down. That's Lester Hobbs coming up on the tackle. Now on 2nd and 10, after the no gain on the run play, it will be a 3rd and 6 resulting in that run. On said 3rd and 6, Fitzpatrick takes a step back. Looks like he wants to scramble. Doesn't know what he wants to do with this ball. And batted away by Benji. So now he has 2 positive plays. This time will be a handoff to Nate Rogers, and he gets a gain of 9. And I want y'all to take a look at this. Don't expect to see Puglisi come back into the game. So it's going to be the Josh Tatum show for the rest of the game. And he wants to take a shot on 2nd and 1. It's up in the air, and it's caught by Jalen Elder out of bounds, the 29-yard line. Not even he can believe that he really came down with that one. And I mean, just take a look. Josh Tatum rolling out right, wants a shot to Patrick Hakeem, and somehow it comes down in the hands of Jalen Elder. And I mean, it looks like he had both feet in bounds when he caught that. So we'll see if we get a review of any kind. And based on what we're about to see here, the play stands. No review. And so we get this one out to Elder on an RPO to the left side. Only getting about 4 now. A handoff for Casillas. He finds a hole and he powers forward, head down for the first down. Another play action. Tatum found Jamal Thomas, but it'll be in and out of his hands. And on 2nd and 10, it'll be a handoff for Nate Rogers. He powers forward for 5. Now on 3rd and 5, looking to try and continue extending this lead. We get this one out to DeAndre Crisp on a little swing route. And he does not get the first. And he also ends up shaking up on that play. Now lining up for the field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. So we do extend our lead to 10. 20-10 halfway through the third quarter. Georgia Tech ball now as Kirkpatrick is back in the backfield. He's looking, scanning the field. He wants to step up, decides better against it, and goes and finds his number one receiver. On 2nd and 4, after the good play there on first down, Porter's going to take this carry, manages to evade a couple of defenders, and he'll get a first down. A lot there to gain 4 yards. Fitzpatrick is now changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He might see something he wants to take advantage of. He'll hand this one off to Porter, and he's chased down from behind. That is Anton Long on the play. And now a play action for Fitzpatrick. He gets sacked. We end up sending a blitz with Lester Hobbs. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him to use that 87 finesse moves, and I think it's going to be best when we send 5-man pressures and he's working on somebody on the interior, no longer going against offensive tackles. I've been trying to figure that out in practice. As Fitzpatrick goes short, this one will be caught breaking a tackle, and a 3rd and long has been picked up. And now they continue with a little bit more hurry-up offense. Is now Fitzpatrick. He's going to have to step up into this pocket. This one's a deep shot right side. And in and out of the hands as Jeremiah Vessel will force the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick has this one batted away by Ukboko, who breaks through the line. Now on 3rd and 10, a little dime formation for the defense. Fitzpatrick finds his tight end right there in front of Lasco, the freshman cornerback, and that'll be a first down. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. A quick throw to the outside will result in a gain of 8 on what appeared to be a screen pass. Here on 2nd and 2, Fitzpatrick hands this one off to Porter. He gets stuffed in the backfield. That will bring up 3rd and 3. And on this play, Fitzpatrick, pressure in his face. He wants to run. He's going to get hit on the throw. And this one will be thrown out of bounds. Left side, bringing up 4th and 3, which Georgia Tech will go for. It's going to be a option play, pitches it back, and they lose a ton of yards. And so UAB looking to try and hold Georgia Tech scoreless for this third quarter, gets the ball back on offense, and Rogers goes for a gain of 9 on a straight-up run play as now Tatum finds Thomas. He breaks a tackle, and he gets past the 30-yard line up to the 29. Tatum is being an extremely good game manager here. I can't tell if it's just the way he's playing or if it's more the play calling as Patrick Hakeem would get shaken up on that play along with Ben York. Josh Tatum taking a very deep drop. He wanted to lob one up to Manny Gage, the speedster, and we're not able to come down with it. And as we get into this fourth quarter, Tatum rolling out right. He finds Manny Gage, who comes back for it, breaks a tackle, and he's down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal. Coming up, we send a man in motion. Tatum rolling left and tries to hit Gage again, but this one is dropped in the end zone. We're sending a man in motion. That's Chris. It'll be a handoff straight up the middle for Nate Rogers. That is a touchdown, and UAB extends their lead to 17. Starting to run away with this game. Georgia Tech needs to get their head back in this game as this one's caught, and he'll be brought down at the 44-yard line. They go with a little bit of hurry up here, trying to get anything on the board. They need to get their momentum back as Fitzpatrick goes short, and a very, very speedy play there for McVay will reward them with a first down. On said first down, a man goes in motion. This will be a handoff to Porter, and he's had a very tough day running. It's mainly been little 3 yards, 4 yards, occasional 5-yard here, but a lot of 2s and 1s. As Fitzpatrick goes down, it's Byron Abreu. I keep trying to say these names because I want to get them right, but Byron Abreu I would say a bro like Babineau. So Byron Abro would get the sack, resulting in a 3rd and 13. He's taking a shot, and Fitzpatrick's play is incomplete. They keep testing Benji Mulatalo. And right now, he's resulting in more positives than negatives. Another shot left side. This time, it's Damian Kirksey in coverage. That was a 4th down play, and UAB starting to try and just run this clock out. A gain of 4 for Rogers. A 1st down run up to the 42-yard line, crossing midfield. Now DeAndre Chris checks into the game. It's a play action. He wanted it all for Jamal Thomas and overthrows him. So Josh Tatum's got to rein that arm in just a little bit, as DeAndre Chris will get some good blocking for a gain of 5. He's not the fastest back. He's more of a short yardage back, and this will be caught on the curl route, as that's Manny Gage able to hold on to it this time. A handoff left side for Nate Rogers. Ben York gets shaken up. We're just going to go ahead and pull him out the game. Another play action for Tatum, and another miss, this time for Jalen Addison. Now 3rd and 7. As Tatum drops back, he finds his man Thomas, and he will be knocked down inside the 10 at the 8. A handoff for Chris results in a gain of nothing. So 2nd and goal, another handoff to Chris, and again, a gain of really nothing. They're going to credit him with 2, but it might as well have been nothing. And on 3rd and goal, we're sending a man in motion. Another handoff for Chris, just continuing to play it safe. He would put his head down, drive for 3 yards to get us to the 4-yard line, where we would get another field goal, extending our lead to 20 points now. 5 minutes left. UAB looking to try to pitch a second half shutout, as that's George Rodriguez who comes unblocked off the edge in order to make that play for a loss. And now a screen pass for Porter, and he really just navigated that almost perfectly. Had he been a half step quicker, he probably would have been looking at 20, 30 yards downfield. But instead, we end up nearly getting the sack on Fitzpatrick. He's taking another shot, and again he's testing Benji, and just kind of underthrew it. Benji able to get a hand out there, and now, well, I said we were going to take Ben York out, but apparently he found his way back onto the field, and this one will be caught 1st down out of bounds by Thomas. Another handoff for DeAndre Crisp, and I mean, he's pushing his way forward for a gain of 2. He's making every yard, every carry count. We get it to Kuhn, and he goes down for a loss of 1. We're going to keep him on the field here and just try to play it safe, and he ends up losing another 2 yards. So we'll be forced to attempt another field goal to try and extend this lead to 23 points. The kick is up. It is way off to the left. And so with 2 minutes and some change left, all 3 timeouts, the Yellow Jackets will start off Fitzpatrick. We'll have a gain of 7, and now we'll force the 2-minute warning. Now Fitzpatrick goes short to Porter. He'll get the 1st down. Clock will stop. Past 250 yards. I can't say that we've been having the best of passing today, as Puglisi got shaken up, and it's been very calm for Josh Tatum today. We've been running this ball with a high volume to a decent level of efficiency, as Fitzpatrick is going to go incomplete here. We've kind of taken away Georgia Tech's running game. We forced them to be more of a passing team, and that's what they're starting to embrace here. But is it too late? As there's a minute 35 left, they ended up using a timeout earlier. Now it's going to be 3rd and 3 with the clock ticking. Fitzpatrick, no pressure, finds a man wide open down to the 14-yard line. He's crossed 300 yards now. They're looking to try and get anything, and with the way the clock is ticking, maybe they just want to make this score look better. Need to try and head towards the end zone. Instead, he'll go short, and tight end will get tackled down. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Getting tackled inbounds forces this clock to continue to wind down, and now Fitzpatrick looking, has all kinds of time. There's no pressure in his face, and he'll get sacked finally by George Rodriguez. Took him a second there, but he had to work all the way around the edge against that right tackle. Now, 3rd and 14. Fitzpatrick taking a shot towards the end zone. This one is batted away by Lasco. A couple of these freshman DBs really making some plays. 4th and 14, potentially Georgia Tech's final play, depending on what happens here. Fitzpatrick stepping up into the pocket, throws for the end zone. It's picked off. Jeremiah Vessel will call ball game. And UAB has held Georgia Tech scoreless here in the second half. I don't know what to say, but I think UAB is going to have a great season. I know it's just Georgia Tech, who was 2-10 last year, but I think even with us losing our starting quarterback and Josh Tatum coming in, played well enough, the defense played pretty well. I'm going to actually leave y'all with something, as I just want to try something. Y'all let me know how this goes. Enjoy the new screen for the stats and just bear with me, and let's just see how this looks.
Coach, big win to open the season, but with Puglisi going out and Tatum stepping in, how do you evaluate the quarterback situation?
Yeah, I mean, first off, good win for us. Really good win. I thought our guys came out, handled the moment the right way. You know, week one, there's always a lot that can go wrong, and I didn't feel like we let the game get away from us at any point. Defensively, I thought we really settled in as the game went on. Special teams obviously gave us a huge play there. That changes everything. And offensively, we didn't try to be anything we're not. We played within ourselves. As far as the quarterbacks, Ryan was good. He really was. He was in control, getting us in the right stuff, taking what was there, and that's what we asked him to do. The cramps, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We expect him to be fine. And then, Josh, that's exactly why you trust your room. He didn't come in trying to be the hero. He just ran the offense. Got the ball where it needed to go, kept us on schedule, and that's winning football. But I'll say this, I'm not going to overreact to one game. Ryan's our starter. He's earned that. That being said, what today shows is we've got guys ready. And you're going to need that if you want to be the kind of team we're trying to be. Overall, good start. Plenty to clean up, but we'll take 1-0.